Hello and welcome back. I am sorry to present to you our Frauditor with the channel name of Truth Be Told Audits. In this video, a Frauditor walks up to a Louisiana state trooper in the middle of the night to ask a stupid question and then acts like a complete douchebag until the officer gets out of his car, grabs the camera, supposedly pushes the Frauditor back, and then shuts off the camera. This is a clear-cut case of effing around and finding out, and it looks like this Frauditor did indeed find out here in the Frauditor Zone.
What's up, y'all? Sorry I've been out. Sorry if the wind's cutting through my phone, but I got some questions to ask this state trooper right here.
Here you can see it's obviously the middle of the night, so this Frauditor, unknown why he is out that late and what he's up to, just happens to see a state trooper and just so happens to have a burning question that just cannot wait until a reasonable hour. So he must creep up on the officer to ask his burning question with no intention at all of harassing the officer in any way. Right? Yeah, I call a burning pile of bullshit.
I got in a wreck last Friday night, and I gave the driver's license to one of the deputies that was there. He's not even in his car. He's asleep in his car. Check this out.
I will agree that it does appear that the officer was sleeping. However, it's the middle of the night. He is obviously in between calls. I've fallen asleep at my job in the past. I know many people have. Frauditors would fall asleep at their job too if they ever got a job. It happens. Get over it. But no, he's going to harp on this for the entire video. So my question to the Frauditor is it against the law to fall asleep? And if so, what law did the officer break?
Hey, I got a question for you. Last Friday,
going to be transporting one-way female to DPS admin. Start 1077-620-46.
now he's gonna roll his window up on me. He was asleep in his car. Let me get his plate number and all that good stuff. And we got A39 is his unit number. Sorry about the wind if it's cutting through. Yeah, he's asleep out here in his car, people. Louisiana State Trooper at his phone just had to knock on the window to wake his ass up. Oh man, you can cut that light out, dude.
Can I help you?
Can you cut that light out? That's a restriction against my rights to film, you know that, right?
No, that's not correct. You are still filming, aren't you? Besides, you walked up to an officer in the middle of the night in a dark parking lot. It's not unreasonable that an officer would want to put a light on to illuminate you and the area better for his safety.
But I do have a question for you though. Last Friday, see, that's why I'm here to explain to you why I'm here talking to you. For one, you're asleep in your car, but I have a question though. My truck, it was wet last Friday night, and my truck had slid off the road and I had hit a tree, right? Well, they had called the EMS there. Can you please cut that light out?
What's your name?
I don't need to give my name, but I have a question for you though. It was Officer Garcia was the one that had taken my driver's license, and I wasn't under the influence or anything. Like I said, I just slid off the road. I got knocked out from the wreck and everything. And I gave my driver's license to the state trooper Garza that was there that night, correct? I gave my driver's license to the EMT, and the EMT ended up giving the state trooper my driver's license. But for no reason, asked for my driver's license back. He refused to give me my driver's license back. Who do I get in contact with to be able to get my driver's license back?
That'll be the DMV.
The DMV? Even though the state trooper is the one that took it?
So the trooper he doesn't have it at his house. It's not at his house.
Right. What gave him permission to take my license in the first place is one of my main questions.
Did they explain that stuff to you?
No, like I said, the wreck, I hit my head on the window, and it made me pass out, but I hit a tree because my truck just slid off the road. It was just a wet road. And I gave my driver's license to the EMT people, so they could have my information and all that stuff. And next thing I know, I got transported to the hospital. The cop came up there, or the state trooper came up there, Garza came up there with my driver's license, and I asked him to see if I could have my driver's license back because I did nothing wrong. I just slid off the road. I had insurance on my vehicle and everything like that. But he says he was going to hold on to it. Why would he hold on to it?
Now, folks, that was the burning question that this frauditor so desperately needed to ask in the middle of the night. All you have to do is call the police station during the daytime and request to speak to Officer Garza. Why would this officer know why another officer kept your license? And why does this need to be answered in the middle of the night? I'm starting to think that this frauditor was more interested in harassing this officer than inquiring about his license.
I wasn't there, so I really don't know the context what you're talking about.
So you wouldn't have no idea why he had taken... What's your name and your badge number?
Say it again?
What's your name and badge number?
What are you talking about?
Your name and badge number?
What do you have going on again? What's your situation again? Tell us from the beginning.
Well, like I said, I'm trying to figure out how to get my driver's license back that was pretty much stolen from me from a state trooper.
Tell me the story again, one more time.
My truck had slid off the road.
Slow down and tell it to me from the beginning.
I was driving home.
Where were you at?
I was out in Denham Springs off of Carter Road.
What was the intersecting road?
It was right at pretty much at the entrance of Fountain Bayou Blue. It's a neighborhood out there, which would be Renee Avenue. And, it had knocked me out, and the EMS showed up, so of course, I gave my license to them. That way they could copy down my information and my insurance and all that. And when I went to go ask the EMT person, is there any way I can get my driver's license back? Because, I didn't do nothing wrong. I just, accidentally slid off the road. And then, like I said, the state trooper ended up holding on to it after the EMT had already given them my driver's license. And then at the hospital, he let me take a picture of my ID, says it wasn't suspended, I was allowed to drive still and everything, but he held on to my... Huh?
Were you arrested?
No, I was not arrested. And then, like I said, at the hospital, I asked him then, well, is there any way I can get my driver's license back? And I asked him, I was like, it's not suspended because, it was just a sheer accident that, it was wet roads and I went around a corner and the truck slid out from underneath me and I hit a tree. But, I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't commit no crime or anything like that. Why would he have taken my license and not wanting to give it back?
I really don't know. There's more context to what you're saying.
Oh, no, there absolutely isn't. And I deal with police on a daily basis, so... And I can't understand. So I'd have to get a hold of the DMV. The DMV would be the ones that would have my license.
Was your license,
It was current and everything. I have no warrants, no nothing.
when does it expire?
Not until 27.
27?
Correct. But the DMV is the one that would have it, so the state trooper would have turned it into the DMV?
No.
Yeah? So I need to contact the DMV. So I wouldn't get a hold of the state troopers, I'd get a hold of the DMV.
Correct.
All right. Were you enjoying your nap or?
Hold on 1 second.
Can you turn this light off? You know that's a restriction of rights. That's US 18 Section 242, right?
Nope. Section 242 of Title 18 makes it a crime for a person acting under color of law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the U.S. Constitution or laws of the United States. This officer is not preventing you from filming, as proven by this very video, and you would have to prove that he put on his light in an effort to prevent you from filming in a court of law, which would be a very difficult thing to do considering you're in a dark parking lot in the middle of the night. Now, I know that I'm going to get several comments for this video from Lens Liquor cult followers claiming that this frauditor sued the police and won a huge payout for having his civil rights violated. It's funny that whenever I see these comments, I ask for any kind of proof but have yet to receive anything. Therefore, I'm not going to try to decipher your run-on sentences, misspellings, and grammatical errors if you don't provide some kind of proof.
Restricting my rights to film you in your official capacity while you're sleeping in a parking lot. And I also need your name and badge number as well.
What is your name?
I don't need to give my name. I just needed to know who do I get a hold of to get my driver's license back.
And I told you that.
Okay, that's fine. So you're gonna go back to sleep now, or?
You know, I'd like for you to take care of you, whatever you need, but I want to show you something.
Well, I just had a question. Now I know who to get a hold of. I just wonder now why you're restricting my rights to film you, because of all the lights you're putting in my camera.
Restricting your rights?
Anytime that you put a light in my camera, that's US 18 Section 242 restricting my rights to film you. There's no reason. You see that I'm no threat. Both of my hands are where you could see them.
Right, because no one would ever have a concealed weapon. I mean, that's never happened before. Or has it?
And you have a light in my camera, and then you turned on your top light into my camera as well. What's your name? And your badge number? State Trooper?
Well, I'm trying to pull it up for you.
What, your name and badge number? You don't know that off the top of your head, or what? You're making yourself look like a fool right now.
No, you are the fool here. He meant he's looking up whatever information he is trying to find for you, which he just said he wanted to show you something. For you to not understand this is very embarrassing for you. Good thing you're too ignorant to notice it.
You don't have to call names.
You're making yourself look like a fool right now. All you got to do is turn off this light and stop restricting my rights so I could film you, so I could see you. But this light is restricting me from being able to see you, which is a violation of my rights. I appreciate that. Put it down, but you can turn it off. See, my hands are right here. See? One hand's holding the camera, one hand's right here. See this, people? He won't even give me his name and badge number. He has to look something up in order to give me his name and badge number. But you told me where to go. I just need your name and badge number. That way I could say who I talked to and who to file a complaint against. I already got your squad car number, your unit number, so all I need is your name and badge number. Huh?
That's in the back.
Your name's on the back too, or just your unit number? Just your unit number is on the back of your car. And that is A39. But nowhere's back there does it have your name on the back of that car. See this, people? See the lights? Sorry for the wind, people, if it's cutting through. I know that wind sometimes is annoying.
Yes, the wind is extremely annoying, but I'm not referring to the outside wind. I'm referring to the hot air whistling through your empty head.
But this state trooper right here.
Back up a little bit.
Why, you need to get out or what? Is it an officer safety thing, or?
Back up a little bit.
Is there a law stating I can't stand right here?
Actually, there is. If I tell you to back up.
And what law is that? What revived statute is that?
Are you trying to make me prove you something?
I'm trying to get your name and badge number. That way I could leave you alone. That way you can go back to sleep. I just need your name and badge number. And I'm clearly no threat. I got both my hands right here.
No. Back up and lift your shirt up and spin around.
Back up, spin around.
Back up, lift your shirt up and spin around.
Is there a law stating for that too, or? Because this is going to become more of an issue than what you don't want it to be. And that's not a threat. That is saying that I'm going to turn a complaint in on you because you're doing absolutely everything wrong right now.
Okay, fair enough. Why don't you switch places with the officer? He'll stand outside the car filming you while making rude comments, and you could answer the next call that comes in. Just be sure to have spare underwear and a will with you before you do that. Oh wait, never mind. You have nothing of value. Forget the will.
I just need your name and badge number. That's all I need. And then you could go back to sleep. And I'm touching your car too. There's no law stating I can't touch your car.
Get your hands off my truck.
I'm allowed to touch your vehicle. I pay. This is my truck. I pay for it.
Get your hands off my truck.
I pay for this truck.
You paid for it? Well, where's the proof? A car costs much more than the 50 cents you probably found underneath the couch cushion last week. I'm sure you did not pay anything for that vehicle.
So,
Daniel Tuyo, get your hands off my truck.
y'all hear this, people? And now he's trying to hit me with this door.
Daniel.
What? I'm not doing anything
Listen
wrong.
to
I'm not doing anything.
According to the Frauditor, the state trooper, quote, ends up taking my phone, throwing it across the hood of his car, and pushing me. Then he goes and picks up my phone and turns it off after threatening me, unquote. What happened after that is buried with all the other Frauditor stories that never got published, so we'll just have to use our imagination, at least until he wins the big payout from his lawsuit. Anyway, it's now time for the cool down to lower our blood pressure, take a deep breath, and return to a saner world without frauditors. For this cool down, I present to you some very pretty parrots.
Parrots are known for their vibrant and colorful feathers. They come in a variety of hues, including bright blues, greens, reds, and yellows. There are over 370 different species of parrots, and they can be found in a variety of habitats, including rainforests, grasslands, and deserts. Some parrot species form strong monogamous bonds and mate for life. They engage in behaviors such as mutual preening and feeding each other as a display of affection. Parrots have zygodactyl feet, meaning they have 2 toes pointing forward and 2 toes pointing backward. This foot structure helps them grip and manipulate objects efficiently. Parrots are skilled flyers with strong wing muscles. In their natural habitats, they can cover long distances in search of food and nesting sites. Parrots are social animals that thrive on interaction with their human caregivers and other birds. Lack of socialization can lead to behavioral issues in captivity. Parrots are highly intelligent birds. Some species, like the African gray parrot, are known for their exceptional ability to mimic human speech and even understand some words.